Good evening everyone, this is Andy and this channel is called Back to the Clash because I first started playing Clash of Clans back in about 2013. I'm now recording this in June 2020, 7 years later. I played the game back then for about a year, got really into it, enjoyed it, and then family life took over and I didn't play it as much. I had a little bits here and there as my nephew started getting into the game, but fundamentally I didn't play the game again until relatively recently, a couple of months ago. I realised that the game has moved on, but I'm really still enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying it more now. And the way I've always played Clash of Clans is I don't spend a lot of money. I'm not into spending, hundreds of pounds or dollars or euros a month to gem my way through the game. But what I do like is trying to maximise the efficiency of playing it for virtually no money. I don't pay for gems, but what the game now has is the monthly pass, which for someone in the UK is £5 a month. I think that's really good value, so I do pay for that. Other than that, I don't pay for any gems. So what I thought is, Back to the Clash could be a channel where I share what I've learned about playing Clash of Clans as efficiently and as cheaply as possible, and so you can get the most out of the game. I'm a big fan of farming and really, making every single gold and every single elixir count and move our way through the game. So although I do have a nearly max Town Hall 10 account and also I think a Town Hall 7 account that I've sort of started recently, we're going to start from scratch. So as you can see, iPad setup with Clash of Clans, so click on play without Supercell ID to start off with. That's going to do the normal loading. Now, and welcome Chief, we sure have been waiting for you. Click. This is a new village, isn't it lovely? Life here would be perfect if it wasn't for the goblins. So, the fundamentals of Clash of Clans is you have your village and you have to increase your defences to protect your village from attackers. And the goblins are really good at stealing loot, as we're about to see. So oh no, it's a goblin horde. Quick, let's set up a cannon to defend the village. So go to shop, click on cannon and go yes. Now, straight away it's telling you to use a gem. Don't. Honestly, for the sake of 10 seconds, just sit back and wait. If you use the gem now, it's going to cost you later on in the game because your initial use of gems is purely and simply to get another builder, because that's going to make it so much quicker for you to advance without having to spend any money, which is a big part of how I like to play. So the goblins come in on this demo and they will... Actually, they went straight for the cannon, but normally they would go for the first item or defensive building. Well, no, what am I on about? They'd go for the storages. So that's a bit weird. But anyway, click it through. So this is basically just a little walkthrough telling you how to go through, and you're going to use these wizards. Now, personally, I wouldn't use them all. Again, you can save them for future battles. So you probably need 2 just to make sure that you get this cannon. There you go. And now you can, well, they're asking you to use the rest of them, but there's no need. You might as well just clear this, well, town hall. It's not the official town hall as in the game, but in this you can. So you've got 3 stars, 100%, and you're going quite well. Now, wow, nice going. Now we need to get this village into fighting shape. So hiring a second builder will let you start 2 constructions simultaneously. Now the builders, you want to try to get as many as possible straight away. And they do cost gems. So it's going to cost you 250 gems to get that second builder, but it's essential. Don't worry about spending gems on builders as you're starting. So you've already got the gold, but you need to get some elixir as well. So again, go to the shop, get an elixir collector. And again, just wait the 10 seconds. Don't rush in and waste your gems on trying to do this. It's not worth it. For 10 seconds, you can save that 1 gem, which is going to help. So we now need to build some storages. Again, just wait the 10 seconds. It's worth it. See, nearly done. And you didn't spend any gems. Because at this point you could have spent 3. I know it doesn't sound a lot, but you've got to earn those gems later on in the game. So there's no point spending them when you don't need to. Again, I'm going to ignore that. So if you tap on like the gold mine, that will bring any loot that's been collected in the gold mine into your storages. It's worth always doing that because the storages are going to be a lot stronger at defense than the gold mine and the elixir collector. So it's worth remembering that. Right, next thing is the barracks. This is where you're going to build all your troops. And fundamentally, as you progress through Clash of Clans, you're just going to be upgrading every one of these buildings, except for the Builder's Hut, because that's just standard. And I'm going to help you to go through this nice and quick, but hopefully learn some lessons along the way. And if you're enjoying this and you want to sort of follow along with this, maybe you're new to the game or maybe you're starting fresh, please just like and subscribe. It'd be really cool. So now, want to train some troops. Now at this point, you've only got the barbarians. So do as many as you can. Again, it's going to take 3 minutes. I don't really believe in spending gems at this point. It's quite tempting to spend that 1 gem. But anyway, let's click off. So you've got the troops being trained. You've got the base layout. It's all pretty straightforward for now. You don't have to worry about it too much. But we've actually, well, it's saying you've got to keep going. So I'm going to skip this a little bit and I'll see you in a moment. Right, now we're back and it says, well done, let's go and kick some green butt. So when you click on the attack button, you'll get a few different things. So when you're ready and you get to these levels, the practice is a really good area. But for the moment, we've done payback, we're now into Goblin Forest. Now, because we didn't use all those wizards earlier on, we've now got them here. So we could use them if we wanted to. But let's just use the barbarians because they're a lot cheaper and we'll save the wizards just in case, you know, they're going to be more useful later on. We'll see how this one goes. It might need a couple of wizards just to really get that archer tower. There you go. And then you can go through and get them. It's the really nice thing about Clash of Clans is even without, you know, YouTube tutorials, and back in the day Chief Pat was basically my go-to, and without these YouTube tutorials you don't need them really. Like, you can play through the game. However, obviously you want you to keep watching this, but we've got another 100% as to be expected. That was a great battle. How shall you be known in our history? Now, I'm going to be really boring and just call it Back to the Clash. By the way, let me. That's awesome. There you go. With the gold we took from the goblins, we can afford to upgrade the town hall. Now, don't upgrade the town hall until everything else is upgraded. Now, obviously you're walking through this tutorial, you've got to do that. So spend 1,000, get the new town hall. Again, don't spend the gem, honestly, just wait and you'll have so many more gems further on in the game and it's going to be really useful. So we can now build new buildings thanks to the town hall upgrade. So, and if you're looking for new challenges, you can go up there. But, right. You obviously know we're doing the whole village county. So let's just work around the screen as a quick introduction on this video, and then we'll carry on in episode 2. So, you got your town hall, you got your defences, you got your barracks, and then these are all your way of getting your gold and elixir, and then there's dark elixir later on in the game. So, well, if you go to shop, ignore these for now. You know, although it's tempting to spend money, you don't need to. And I think going through the game a bit slower really is a good thing because you get to understand how to efficiently do the game. The amount of times you see bases where they've rushed through and upgraded their town hall as quickly as they can but the rest of the base is far behind and it doesn't work. Whereas if you upgrade it slowly and, well, not necessarily slowly, but just consistently upgrade everything before you upgrade your town hall, that's going to really help. So that's what I would recommend. Now, when you're going through this, you've got army, resources, defenses, and traps. So there's no traps at this level. So you've got various defenses. Your resources are your way to get more gold and elixir. See, the builder's hut is 500 gems at the moment. So don't spend your gems, save up for that. And then army, you can do another barracks. So first thing to do is get the other barracks. That's going to make it quicker to train your troops, which is obviously really useful at this point. So again, don't spend the gem to do it. And go back into here. Now, these things only 10 seconds, so quickly do them. There are some things in Clash of Clans that are obviously going to take minutes or hours or even days. And the key here is to plan out your upgrades, because you've only got 2 builders. So it makes sense that if we're doing this, to do all these quick ones, because it's not going to take very long and we've got the loot. If you need to do a longer upgrade, then just plan that a bit. So, you know, if you're ready to go to bed for the night and you've got an upgrade that's going to take you 8 hours, just before you turn off, set that upgrade going, and then by the morning it'd be done. Whereas you don't want to be using up, because there's lots of things like you can get rid of things like mushrooms and trees and rocks and stones and all those type of things. And some of those have gems underneath. So you want to be clearing those as well. But there you go, 3 gems in a mushroom. So that was really cool. So doing things like that is going to build up your gem count, but it's also going to clear your map and just make it easier to design the base you really want to do. And I'll talk about base design in a future episode. For now, we're just going to quickly do all these buildings because, well, we can't do the builder's hut, but we'll do another cannon. And we'll basically just do all the building that you do in 10 seconds a building. So it's quite quick. So let's go back to defenses. Archer tower is a minute, but we've got 2 builders. So we can go back, go into defenses. Let's check resources. Nope. Okay, defenses and then wall. The walls are really useful. A lot of people don't bother doing much in the way of walls. They're not cheap. Well, at this level they're very cheap, but further up the game they are quite expensive. And obviously we've run out of gold there, which was not ideal because we've still got a few more of those to build. But that's okay, because we can attack and hopefully find a base and get some relatively easy gold. Now we need some more troops. So at the moment, all we can do is train barbarians. So just hold it down, fill your camps with barbarians. And in episode 2, we'll do the first attack and we'll try to get some more loot to build some more walls, and then we'll start building the base. But for now, I think it's a good time to call episode 1 to a close. Thank you so much for watching. Come back and watch episode 2, where we're going to go through setting up the base and talking about, you know, do you go for farming or do you do attacking? And at this level, it's all about farming. So I hope you'll join me for that. Please like and subscribe. You'll get notified when the next video is up. And I'll see you soon on Back to the Clash. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.